it can make you feel less attractive. It can make you feel less vital. It can make you feel less confident. So we're going to talk this morning in AM Style, and this is something that we rarely have an opportunity to do, but we're going to be talking with you this morning about the HairMax LaserBand 41 hair growth laser device. And just so that you understand, this is a medical device, FDA cleared to promote hair growth in men and women with certain degrees of hair loss. I would love for you to call me if you have used the HairMax devices in any of their versions. This HairMax LaserBand 41 gives you even faster treatment. We're going to talk about that. But 1-800-395-1601, because it's January. And imagine if by spring you could see the regrowth of hair. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about regrowing hair. So let me introduce you to my guest. He's here to give us more information. Randy Velicky is the Director of Clinical Research for HairMax. It's wonderful to see you.
It's great to be here.
Great to have you in AM Style.
Well, you know, you talk about AM Style and you've got all of these great clothes. What about a great head of hair?
Absolutely. So tell everybody a little bit about HairMax, and then we're going to talk about this particular device.
Okay. What HairMax is, we were the first company to get FDA clearance to promote hair growth in men and women with hereditary hair loss. So hereditary hair loss is also known as androgenetic alopecia. So we've got charts that'll show that later. But ladies, you know, Leah mentioned 30 million women in North America suffer from hair loss. And when they start to lose their hair, they don't know what to do about it.
Right.
The first thing they say is, when's it going to stop? And they get very, very afraid of that because they don't know if it's going to stop. And then they say, well, it's genetic. There's nothing I can do about it. That's not true. HairMax has clinically proven to grow some of that hair back.
So I want to show you just a few before and afters. And again, please call us because we know there are so many people who have been happy with the results they've seen with HairMax. But let's talk about some of these photographs and the difference before and then after.
Remarkable difference. I mean, you know, I don't like to use the word life-changing too much, but really think about how this woman in that before picture, she was a recluse. She didn't want to go outdoors. She was afraid to have pictures taken of her. And look at that after picture.
Yeah.
I mean, she became a selfie photobomb person, you know?
And I'll tell you, it's not a cosmetic. She's not having to, you know, back tease and overcomb. She has actually regrown her hair. Now, that's after 26 weeks. Let's take a look at another image.
This is at 26 weeks as well. And we do these pictures at 26 weeks because it takes time for it to work.
Right.
You know, you're not going to use it for a week, a month, even 2 months and have it work. And you need to be patient with it and use it as directed. But these are the type of results that you can potentially get. These were done with our Lux 9 model, which only has 9 lasers.
Okay.
The model we're selling today has 41 lasers.
Wow.
So it has almost 5 times more lasers.
Yeah.
So, look, works for the guys as well. Now, you talked about 30 million women. You know, there's 50 million men with hereditary hair loss here in North America.
So you heard Randy mention that it takes time, and we're showing you these images of the regrowth of hair after 26 weeks. We know that it takes time to work, and typically we have a 30-day return policy here at QVC. With the HairMax LaserBand, we have extended that to 180 days. That's 6 months, everybody. So you've got 6 months to get it at home, use it, because we know it takes time for you to see those results. And so that's the opportunity that you will now have. Imagine if by spring, instead of feeling self-conscious or less attractive or less confident, you're feeling empowered and beautiful because instead of saying there's nothing I could do about my hair loss, you have taken action. So let's talk about how we use this and how it's working.
Sure. The beautiful thing about the HairMax is we made it as simple as possible. It's a one-button design.
Okay.
You turn that button, and you hold it till the lasers turn on, and those lasers turn on. Now, it weighs very little. I mean, it weighs less than my cell phone.
Yeah.
And all we're going to do is we're going to put it on our scalp.
Okay.
Right there. And after 30 seconds, it's going to vibrate. And when it vibrates, you move it to the next position.
Okay.
It'll sit there for 30 seconds.
Do I feel anything, Randy?
No, you don't feel any heat, any tingling. That's the beautiful thing about it.
Okay.
There's no pain. You can get the hair growth without the pain, which is what we love about it.
That's great.
There's 6 positions total on the scalp, 30 seconds in each position, and you're done. And because it's hands-free, You could be typing on a computer.
Yeah.
You could be putting on makeup. You could be
Making blueberry pancakes.
Making blueberry pancakes.
I have to tell you, it really is. And what this is all about is making you feel confident, really empowering you to feel your very best. And if you've been sapped of that confidence because of hereditary hair loss, we know it makes women not feel their very best. And if you thought there was nothing you could do, or maybe you're doing those temporary things that really, don't make you feel good either, that's the reason this is in AM Style this morning. Now let's talk about who this is for.
Yeah, it's important to understand it's for men or women with hereditary hair loss. Hereditary hair loss is also known as androgenetic alopecia. Andro means changes in your hormones, and genetic, of course, means the genes that have been passed down to you from your parents. So what hereditary hair loss looks like in women, we've got some charts that explain this. So it's for early to moderate stages of hereditary hair loss. So ladies, are you losing it up in the frontal area here? Or maybe your part is getting wider? Or maybe your just hair is thin like we saw in those before and after pictures? Or you know what? Grab the ponytail. Pull your ponytail back. Is it thinner than it was when you were 20?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's hereditary hair loss. This is what the chart doctors use. So we clinically tested it on the women in the gray area. You can see the part getting wider. You can see it just getting generally thinner, or losing it in that frontal region like the bottom right. Let's take a look at the guys' chart as well. We clinically tested on the men in that gray area. What I want to point out here is, guys, if you're along that bottom row, you've waited too long. If it's shiny and bald, we can't help you.
Okay.
Dan was on the set yesterday, and Dan, I said, sorry, Dan, I really can't help you. A little bit too far along.
Too far gone.
Now, with all FDA devices, we have to test it on skin tones. We tested on very light through brown skin tones. It doesn't mean it doesn't work on the dark black skin tones. We just couldn't test it there.
Okay.
So you've got 180 days to try it regardless of what your skin tone is.
Here's the other thing that I'm really excited to share with you, because I'll tell you, if this is something that you need, something perhaps that as you're listening and you're saying, he's describing me, she's talking about how I feel because of the hair loss that I've experienced, and I'm within that group of people that this can help. We have it available today with an event price. Not only is it available with an event price, but we've got it on 6 easy monthly payments. So you have 6 months to get it at home and use it, because it will take time for you to start to see the results. So we've extended our return policy to 180 days. That's 6 months. You can pay for it in 6 monthly installments of just $69.84, but you need to make the decision. And what better day? Today, as we're wrapping up the month of January, imagine by springtime, imagine by Easter, feeling so much better because you are now able to regrow hair. And we'll show you some of those before and afters, because that's what it is. It's not a cosmetic. It's not a comb over. It's actually more hair.
Right, and to be able to say it's actually growing hair was a very, very important thing to be able to do. This is after 26 weeks, and this guy has grown more hair.
Yeah.
He's grown a lot of that hair back that he has lost over the years. And Leah, look, it's not only growing hair back, but look how thicker it is.
It is,
Look how much fuller it is, how much healthier it looks. I talked about women who lose that hair, that frontal hairline right along that area there. And it's hereditary hair loss. And, when a woman starts losing that hair in that area, she spends extra time in the morning teasing it forward or trying to cover it up. With HairMax, you don't have to. And this is only after 16 weeks.
Wow.
And she is growing that hair back. Look at this back here.
The difference in the part.
What a
the
difference.
width of that part. Yeah.
Yes. And the length of that part, too.
Yeah.
Look how far down in the scalp it's going. But guess what? With HairMax, you can grow that hair back in and have that beautiful, youthful hair again.
So 6 months to get it at home. This is an FDA-cleared medical device to promote hair growth for hereditary hair loss in men and women. It's an opportunity to regain your confidence. And that's the reason we put it in AM Style this morning, because we know a lot of women experience this type of hair loss. There is something you can do. How often am I going to use this?
3 times a week for 3 minutes.
So less than 10 minutes a week.
Yes.
And imagine if that could change how you feel about how you look because you were able to regrow that hair. So an event price is in effect. The month of January, we're bringing you some of our best beauty products and beauty devices with special event prices. If you would like the HairMax LaserBand 41 hair growth laser device, You can pay for it in 6 monthly installments simply by using your credit card, and you have 6 months to get it at home to use it to see if it can't be the change that you'd like to see. Randy, wonderful to have you here.
Thank you, Leah.
Thank
I
you
appreciate it very much, and thank you, everybody.
All right, we've got much more for you in AM Style. Just a couple of reminders. We have Lori Goldstein here, and we're going to be talking about the top that I'm wearing. Now, I'm wearing pants from